So today I just wanted to start on something that I've been thinking about doing for a little bit. I feel like it's a good way for me to sort of vent this, because I struggle talking to people about things. Not because it makes me upset, but just I struggle to, tell them what's happening. Just give them an idea of my emotions, because I'm generally like positive about things, and I struggle not to be that way around people, really. So this video, just, I hope, I don't know, first of all it's here for me to be able to just get my feelings out, but second of all, maybe it's something like for people just to watch who are maybe going through something similar, and maybe it's of some use to them, and if they wanted to talk to me about it or anything, or if anyone wants to talk to me about this, then just do it, and I hope I can help someone. Okay, so this video, I mean at this point I don't know, but I think it's going to be upsetting if you're someone who's gone through something like this, or is going through something like this. So if you think talking about something so serious is going to like really upset you, then just don't, just close the video right now, right? Because I'm going to try not to hold back, really. So about 3.5 weeks ago, after 18 months of my mum being diagnosed and then being treated for breast cancer, and then later on also in the brain, it was diagnosed as terminal. We weren't given much more than that information. They didn't tell us how long it would be, anything like that. So the point that I'm recording this part of the video, if there are going to be other parts, I don't know, but the point that I'm recording this right now, there's a lot not to know about what's going on, a lot of uncertainty, I suppose. And I don't know, I was never sure if I was going to actually start this video, start it at all, but I was just looking through, like I'm unpacking. I was just moved into a new flat, and I found a bunch of birthday cards and stuff like that, and stuff that my mum had given me from almost a year ago now, before it was terminal. It just made me think about how different things were, and it just made me want to talk about that a bit. So in the last month or so, my mum's condition has deteriorated, to say. I mean, I don't know how to put that in a better way. It's the brain part of her cancer that is causing all of this right now. Yeah, and can't really call it a side effect, but what's happening because of the brain cancer is it's essentially brain damage, isn't it? So I find it hard when I'm looking back at how my mum was and how she is now, and it's just upsetting to talk to her when I know that she can't get her words straight. And she forgot who I was, just briefly, about a week ago. So I walked into her bedroom and just to chat with her, and we were chatting, and she just started speaking to me like I was my stepdad. And then she called me his name. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do about that. I just said goodnight and I went to my room. And then that's probably the point which it occurred to me that I kind of want to do a video like this, because saying that to someone face to face, I don't know how they're going to react to it, and I don't know how I'm going to react saying it to them either. I don't think I'd cope with it as well as I would, like I am now. Yeah. For a while I've been telling myself, and I've been telling everyone, that you've got to take the positives, and the positive is she's still with us now, essentially. We can still spend all the time that she has left with her, and do as much as we can with her, but it doesn't get to me too often. Not to the point where I just feel really upset about it and really down about it. It doesn't happen too often. Something really has to start that. Something has to trigger that. Like tonight, finding those cards and talking to her the other night, and forgetting who I was, and so I mean, it hasn't happened that often, and if you know me and you're watching this, then just I'm doing okay. I'm just, I don't know, I mean, there's no easy way of going through this. There's no trick to it or anything. You just focus on the good things about what's happening in your life right now. I mean, I think that having distractions is a good thing. I was lucky. I was moving into this flat when around the time that I found out, and I'm here for a couple of days right now, just to unpack everything, and that's been a good distraction until this box appears with one of my birthday cards in it from last year. But for the most part, a distraction's a good thing, because the more you think about it, the more upset that you get, the more your mood, your general mood, not just your feeling at the time, but your general mood changes. And it's not, I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy to be upset all the time. Like, it's the more upset you are, the more that it becomes normal to act in ways like as if you're upset. So if you're talking to people, your relationships, it becomes normal to, I don't know, I suppose, just take anger out on them, or not care about seeing people, and not caring about being social, and just yeah. And I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the authority on being sad or anything. I would struggle to say I've ever been depressed in my life, and I can't say that I'm depressed now either. So that's not what this is about, and that's not what I'm talking about here. But just, and it's difficult for you to watch this and for me to say this now. It's difficult for me to say just be happy, be positive, be everything, because I don't think that's the tone of what I'm saying right now. But I mean, like I said, this is just one of the few times where something's got to me about it. Most of the time, most nights even, you just live as normal as you can. Maybe even live better than you normally have. Like, life, you don't get to do everything that you want to do in life, and that's something that I've realised. Yeah, and since this has happened, I've seen my mum rush to do the things that she's always wanted to do. And the list is too much. We can't do all of it. So what I said about living better is just take your opportunities. Take, like, even if it's as simple as taking your opportunities to be social. Like, if someone invites you to do something, just do it. Why not? You're not gonna have a bad time. You just, like, when someone asks you and you don't feel the energy because you're sad, that not having the energy thing, that's temporary, and then you go and be social, and worst comes to worst, you start lagging a bit, like, while you're there, and then okay, that's the end of you being social for the night or whatever, like, yeah. But for me, something, the go-to, I think, the go-to for a lot of people who haven't been through something seriously, like, distressing or emotional, their first thought is, right, let's go get drunk. It doesn't, I'm not trying to say my friends aren't, like, you know, I think that's a normal reaction. I think that's normal, that people would say something like that. So I'm not like throwing shade or anything at anyone who said that to me. And honestly, I said it myself at the start of this. Um, but I've got to the point where it's like, oh, I'm more vulnerable to thinking about this when I'm drunk. Um, so then it's just that is like a 70% chance that I do get really upset when I'm out and I'm drinking with people. Because I'm just, I don't know, maybe it's because drinking helps me with getting my emotions across a bit. My oven's still on, give me a sec. Yeah, but for me, I just want to avoid, you know, getting drunk. You know, to the point where it's beyond being social at that point. It's, I don't know. At that point you're just drinking to get smashed, and that's when it hits me a bit. Yeah. So I avoid that one anyway. I wish I'd written some notes or something. I'm kind of running out of my subjects here. But I do have more to say. I've got more to say, I know I do. This is really crazy actually, because I started off with this video really upset, and the more I go into it and the more I talk about it, like, it does make me feel better. It definitely does make me feel better, and probably the fact that it's a one-way conversation works better for me as well, because I don't. Another thing that gets me about everything is the sympathy. Like, obviously I want my friends to be sympathetic and, you know, care about what's happening and stuff, and I do appreciate that, but it's the sympathy and it's the talking about, having to talk about it with people, that's what gets me down. That's what gets me really upset, if anything. So, I mean, there's people I know that just get that, and they're just like, I tell them what's happened in my life. They're like, oh, fuck, that's awful. Then we don't talk about it again. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to talk about it at some point, then I could. But yeah, for the most part, that's so much more comfortable to do, because I'm having like 30 people a week coming and telling me they're so sorry, and you know, I mean, and I really appreciate the thought of it and everything. Like, there's people that have spoken to me in the last few weeks that I haven't spoken to in years, and they, like, people that have been important to me, and they're coming back and caring about that. I mean, that's when it feels a bit more real as well. Everything, the whole situation, but that's, I don't know. I just really appreciate that. And I am quite a social person. Like, I've got a lot of friends and stuff, but that just made my support a bit bigger. And like, if I genuinely needed to fall back on someone, then there's people to go to, basically. I don't know. And if you're going through something similar and you don't want to speak, I mean, not even similar. It honestly doesn't have to be similar. Like, if you're just going through a rough time and you don't feel like you want to talk to someone, but it does make sense. It does make sense to talk to someone. If you, it's hard to talk to a family. I can't talk to my family about it. I just that yeah I don't think I've really spoken to my dad about it, if I'm honest. Like, we've as soon as you said anything, I just felt myself like tearing up and like that. It just couldn't do it. I just couldn't go ahead with that. I would say definitely first go to your friends. If it's feeling at all overwhelming, like your emotions are overwhelming at that point, then really go to your friends. Go to anyone. Like, call. I haven't checked this out myself, but there's hotlines and stuff. Like, there's hotlines and stuff that you can call out just to talk to someone, just to chat with someone, you know. And it's not weird. It's not weird to do that. Like, it makes sense that you're more comfortable with a stranger because they don't genuinely have to sympathize. They're not a part of it. It's not going to affect their lives, so you don't feel any guilt having to share that emotion with them. So that's kind of what this is for me. Is I'm not having that two-way conversation, but I'm sharing that emotion with my phone instead, which is much easier than a person for me. And at this point, I'm really thinking to myself, do I put this online? You know. So I mean, if you're watching this, then I did take my advice, and I'm already proud of me for that one. No. Yeah. I am editing out a lot of pauses here as well. This is going to flow a lot better than me sat here talking about this anyway. Yeah. Did I even put this in like a good mode? Like, good quality. This is full HD. Sick. Yeah, completely lost my train of thought now. What is most important to me right now is that my mum is happy. If that's difficult for me, then who cares? Who cares? I've got 60 years to, you know, not have to put the effort in. So, like, what does this time mean? What does my effort at this time mean in the long run for me? And that's, you know, seeing my mum okay and as positive as she could be at this point. And it's weird seeing all these like family members I haven't seen in a while, and you know, friends of the family and work friends, and it's all, I don't know. Obviously, it's something. It's one of those things where you just have to let yourself be emotional at that point, because you're getting all of these people coming around, and they're never ever in their life going to do the same thing again. Those same people are not going to do that again. So if there's a group of us Like, I don't know, say people living in my house, my mum and my stepdad, and group of family members and a group of family friends, that will probably never happen again, and it's only happening because of something so sad, you know. And to me, that's the upsetting part of this, is that I feel that my mum is gonna see that and feel like that's what she's gonna miss out on as well. Which, you know, by the way, I'm probably never gonna have a meal um, with all of those people ever. I mean, I'll do Christmases with grandma, and then, like, I don't know, whoever turns up for those, but yeah, so that wasn't gonna happen unless this happened anyway. So, and seeing these things is really reassuring to me. These cards and, you know, these presents that she's bought me from a while ago now. It does make me feel bad at this stage, because there's a part of me that's worried that I'm gonna remember my mum in any capacity the way that she is now and has been since the brain damage has happened. And it's just reassuring to me seeing all these things that, you know, obviously I remember what my mum was like, and obviously there's still parts of there's a lot of how she was and how she is now, but it's all, you know, small quantities and stuff like that. So it makes me feel better knowing that I'm gonna remember my mum for my mum, not a cancer sufferer, not someone who needs help, but someone who was strong and strong-willed, and caring, and I mean, she's still caring, but, and if you're a family member watching this right now, I don't know how you got the link to this video. Maybe it's good that you watched it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe just to know that I'm doing okay, I suppose. But I mean, I can't remember what I said, and I'm sorry if I've upset you. Well, I mean, probably upset you, but, you know, like, said something that was offensive in any way. I'm sorry about that. Just like, put your energy into something. You don't necessarily get burnt out by using your energy. You just, I mean, you don't need to stay on top of everything, and I haven't stayed on top of everything. Like your food, obviously is a good thing, as if you can do that. If you're like getting your 3 meals a day and you're everything like that, then I mean you're doing fine there. Also, if you're not, don't feel like you, that's how it needs to be. Go out, like go to a cafe or something if you can't be asked. This is only going to happen to you once in your life. You're allowed to spend a little bit of money so that you don't have to keep on top of things. My hair is super winding me up in this video. I already know that I'm getting tattoos. Like, I've wanted tattoos for a long time, and I've had ideas of what I wanted as well. As I don't know, I always wanted to do something that I designed myself, but on top of that, with what's going on right now, and it's, you know, with all the distractions that I need and stuff like that, is I'm putting that energy into designing and carrying on with what I like doing in that way. The last couple of months, you know, I mean, obviously this is before the cancer got really serious and stuff, but I started working on a design to sort of be to represent the lyrics of Dream a Little Dream of Me, because that is an important song to me with regards to my mum. That was a song that we used to sing a lot, and the lyrics have always held a lot of meaning for me from that. So, and I'm just going to cut this out if I don't, but somewhere here, all of here, you're going to
singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me.
So I don't know, it was, since I started doing it, I knew I needed it to be special, and it was always going to be special because of what it meant. If you didn't get it, birds singing in the sycamore tree. There's sycamore leaves on it, and obviously birds singing. Yeah, I always knew it was going to be special because I was, you know, I was showing my mum what that song meant to me, because it's, yeah, because that's something I struggle to do, is to show the people I really care about how I care about them. And like, I don't know the last time I told a family member that I love them. I don't take that as a negative from me. It's more, it's just how I am, and I'm fine with that. You know what? And I wish I'd done this a while ago, is that my forehead is shining, and I'm going to cover that light somehow with this. I was recording the whole time. Okay, so that turned out way worse than it could have. I'll show you. There. Yeah. That had a lampshade and a light bulb on it, but when I tried to cover it with the, what did I use? A pillowcase. As soon as I leant the pillowcase on the light shade, the light just went off, and it was obviously like a really dodgy fit anyway, otherwise it wouldn't happen so easily. But when I was trying to put it back, I accidentally smashed the light bulb. It was one of those ones with the 4 prongs, and I just like squeezed it a little too hard and it broke. So that's fine, that's great. That's like the worst case scenario out of, you know, trying to you know, change the light in a little bit. That is the worst thing that could happen. Well, no, I guess it's not. You could I don't know. Depends how close the lights are to your window. That'd be worse, you know, if you fell out your window. Now this light's annoying me. That's alright, isn't it? Better. Yeah, I'm kind of losing my attention in this video a little bit. So, I don't know if you realise, but I tried to wrap this up, like, way back when I started talking about my family. That was the end of the video. But here I am, and I don't know if I said anything important, so maybe I cut out all of the bit in between. It looks like really close to it, but it wasn't. It was about 10 minutes ago that I said that, like 10 minutes of straight talking ago, so. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, and what time, I don't know what time it is because my phone's being used. Yes, it is 20 to 10, and I am in Birmingham city centre. So it would be rude, would it not, to do anything other than go somewhere to get a drink, maybe a cocktail bar. We'll see, because I'm by myself, but I'm definitely at least gonna go to Starbucks. Change of plan.
I'm the shit, yeah, I'm the shit. I should have a breeze on me. Yeah.